let's see the other output options in Polaris, pivot online and pivot Excel. So let me try to use parameter and run pivot online. So this generates a pivot with the dimensions and the values. So we can select what we want to see in the rows and what clicking on pivot online generates a pivot, so which gives the flexibility for you to select the dimensions and the values that you want. Let's say I want to find out for every customer what is the sum of line quote price. So I'll select that and click on update. So you can see against every customer I got the total line quote price. So this is a grid view. If I want to see this in chart form, I can also select that and select any appropriate chart. So bar or pie, whatever I wish. So if you wish to change the dimension or the values that you want to see against the dimensions, you can click on fields and layout and accordingly select any other dimension, any other value that you want. And if you want to export this, you can also export. So that is about pivot online. So when you click on Excel, the output that you see when you run in the tabular form, the same report will get exported into an Excel file and you can download. When you select view, when you select pivot Excel and click on view output, the pivot online that we saw, something similar gets downloaded in the form of Excel. So here, let's say I choose the customer name and then I want to see the line quote price again. So right now it is showing me the count of line quote price. I can change that to sum. So the same thing which we saw in pivot online, this is doing things offline wherein the pivot will be saved in the Excel. In the data sheet you will be able to see all the data that has got export. Now there is one more feature of this Polaris which is called Excel Publisher. So when you click on details here and click on Excel Publisher, a macro enabled workbook gets downloaded in this way, which will have the report name. So under add-ins you will see Polaris RWB. Click on that and say download. It asks for authentication, which is your Oracle EBS login credentials. To select the responsibility, so here you will see the parameter that you need to enter and you can say run now to see the output immediately and submit to see the output later on. Let's select run now. So it is running and getting the data. So you notice that the data got downloaded here. Now, if I wish to write any custom formula, I can write it here. Let's say I want to find the difference between line list price and line quote price. So I'll write a formula as I1 minus I1 corresponds to line list price and K1 corresponds to line quote price. So let me choose this difference here in formula. God. Let us have a formula called, if you want to create any custom formula, you can create it here. Let us say I want to find the difference between line list price and line quote price. So let me the column as diff. Let me write a custom formula here as I2 minus K2. I corresponds to line list price column and K corresponds to line quote price column. I3. It's O2 na. It's O4. It's O3. So this is O3 and this has to be I3 minus K3. Let us say I want to have a custom formula called diff, which will be the difference between line list price and line cost price. Let us say I want to have a custom formula called diff, which will be the difference between line list price and line quote price, that is column I and column K. So I have written a formula here as I3 minus K3 and I have extended that. So now this formula is applied on this particular output. Let us say I'll run this again for different parameter. I need to see that the custom formula here which is applied also changes. So let us go to RWB and say download again. Ask me for the responsibility. Let us give this time operating unit as Dresden. Say submit. Let us give the operating unit as Dresden and say run now. Now let us see what happened to our diff column. So you notice that it got updated with the latest data. So this is the advantage of using this Excel publisher. One more thing is you can save this as a macro enabled workbook. Excel macro enabled workbook. And save it. Let me close this Excel now, whatever Excels I have. Let me try to open that report now. So this was my report. So got saved and இது இது அந்த பெர்ஷிப் போகிறோம் இப்போ கேடு போகிறோம்